We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at the Saints defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this... But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Rattler. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To the air is Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. Shifts by him at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Walker on 1st down. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker, powering his way forward. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Manhertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Rattler going to look to throw again.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Throwing is Rattler.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Rattler. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Rattler wants to throw it. Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 6 yards away.
And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He completes this to Walker.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, but the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A gear for Walker running right.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Here's a quick throw right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They'll drop to throw.
short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Rattler working out of the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. shotgun. He'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Here's Rattler.
Here's a diving catch right side. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
To the air is Rattler.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And Rattler, he'll throw again.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Boye Mafe
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words,
and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 13 yards out.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The point after, good by Groupie.
And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
111 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And Walker once more.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Walker with a grab, left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now Rattler. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
Throwing is Rattler.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Rattler wants to throw it. Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Second down and 3. From the gun, here's Rattler.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Saints!
Kyle Pitts
from 3 yards out.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, and you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first and 5.
On the give, it's Walker. Brought down by the lineman, Tyreek Smith.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was first and 5, not first and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just second and short coming up.
From the 38 now, here's second and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
121 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Again, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He finds his man complete. That's Young. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a 1st down here. That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Walker with another carry.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Rattler working out of the gun.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Rattler.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.